My time in SGA has definitely been spent focusing more on the politics rather than the policy that we talk about in SGA. The mission of SGA really does try to center around representing the students and bettering the campus, but really I think it gets caught up in a lot of its own drama, and a lot of people within this organization are way more concerned with the politics and how they're being perceived rather than actually trying to better their constituencies.
SGA elections will be kicking off soon, and this will be an important moment for those who want to save their seat, as most of them ran unopposed or were appointed in the last election cycle due to COVID.
There was a big difference between the attitudes of people running in our ticket versus other tickets before. It was clear that people were they knew we were going to win. I think that really set the stage for the rest of the year about just allowing people to think that they can just get away with being complacent.
Election records obtained by the Black Explosions show that Victoria's student body presidential candidates only received on average 2,000 undergraduate student votes. This is less than 10% of the university's undergraduate population, and the political environment created by these elections seems to have an effect on the SGA legislative process.
I think it's made it tense for no reason. I think it's made it very political. There's a lot of times in this past year where we have had a bill go forward and the vote on it was unanimous. There was no contention. It was just sort of passing bills through that were common sense bills. That unfortunately is not the case anymore. There's contention on the sort of smallest of issues, and it makes our work really difficult. It makes our work really difficult because we do get tied up in these sorts of debates. We get tied up in things that have relevance, of course, but don't need to be as contentious as they end up being.
The stakes are higher than they were last election season because there is more than one party running. Though SGA in itself doesn't have a large effect on the concrete policies of the university, it does set the tone for the acceptance, the diversity, all of that within the student body. So I would encourage students within this upcoming SGA election, though you may think SGA is a joke, SGA doesn't do anything fair, but you really, please take a look at the candidates, please take a look at what they stand for, because these are going to be the people who are leading the student body, and they are going to be the direct connection between the student body and the administration. And so if you don't like what one stands for, they're just not going to represent you in any way.